You're listening to the ESO Network, your station for all things geek.
Hey there, this is episode 176 of the Soul Forge podcast.
Welcome to the Soul Forge, a place of silent mystery, quiet contemplation, and outright mayhem. Join your host, Sean Vanderloo, as he guides you through the adventures of living. Together, we'll talk about life and love, sex and dating, joy and heartache, memories and loss, and so much more. Don't worry, it's not nearly as pretentious as it sounds. Get ready for life, the universe, and everything on the Soul Forge.
Hey everybody, it's Sean right back at you. Week after week, it's another exciting episode as you would come to expect from an episode of Soul Forge. This week, we are talking to Brother Robin. He's live on location back home in the Sioux. How are you, brother?
Hi, how are you? I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm okay. I'm doing good. A surprising turn of events this past week. Can you guess what it is?
Well, the week just started, so I don't know.
And that's okay.
Halloween's right around the corner, but
it is. That's true. That's true. But we actually got some feedback here at the Soul Forge.
You got some feedback?
Yeah, somebody actually sent us an email.
Oh, okay. Let's check that out.
Let's do it, because it is a rare and surprising occasion, and always appreciated when our dear listeners take the time out of their busy schedules to send some information to us.
Absolutely.
So, we've got an email from Bill. He's a regular listener. He's sent emails before. And this one is nice and short and sweet, but it was so good, it made my day. I wanted to read it to our listeners here. It's the headline reads, Soul Forge, heard today at work. And it starts by saying, Hi, Sean. This is about an episode you recorded while walking your route. Thanks for the idea of the doctor's note. I'd have to get another job if I couldn't listen to podcasts. I hate true crime. I put up with it on You're Wrong About, because even then, they don't focus on the crime. I'm happy to keep listening to you just talk. And it was that last line that gave me a huge smile. I'm happy to keep listening to you just talk. Isn't that awesome?
I gotta say, yeah, that is awesome. That's always nice to hear. That's like an attaboy.
It is. And I know that you, sir, are all about the attaboys.
Well, aren't we all about the attaboys?
I think when it comes right down to it, we all just want a little bit of acknowledgement, a little pat on the back to say, hey, you know what? You're doing a good job.
Yeah, a good job. You're doing a good job.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
That's it. That's all we need. Just a little bit of feedback and encouragement from time to time at random.
Yes.
And of course,
It's always nice.
It is always nice. And of course, I do want to thank Richard from Australia for also commenting on quite a few of the episode links in the Facebook page. He does that quite often, and we always have a little bit of a back and forth, so that's appreciated as well. So how are you?
I would say overall, pretty decent.
I'm glad to hear it.
I'm good.
Excellent. So you've been back home in the Sioux for what, about 2 months now?
About 2 months, yeah.
Has it been that long yet? I can't keep track of what's going on anymore.
End of September or end of August. So all of September. It's almost November now. So yeah, about 2 months. Yeah,
that's true. I guess that makes sense. So let's talk about what little Robin has been doing since he moved back home. Just for a bit of background for any new listeners who might not know your story. What was it? 2019, the beginning of 2019, your life fell apart?
Well, it was long before 2019.
Okay. The culmination.
That's when it hit. Yes, that was the culmination in the winter, spring of 2019.
Everything fell apart. And it was just a week after.
It was a disaster. It was terrible. Not a big fan. Do not recommend.
Correct.
Let me just say that.
That's accurate.
I'm going to make it short and sweet, but basically what happened to me was, what would you say, about 32, 33 years of
Incorrect life
just
choices?
incorrect life choices? Absolutely. Yeah. So, big hit. It was awful. I was done,
I do.
And listeners have heard the story before. Well, it is what it is.
It is, true.
Brother Curtis hates that expression, so that's why I used it.
Yeah, you know what? I'm not a fan of it either. But I'll whatever. It's fine. It's fine.
Is. I know. It's awful. It doesn't really say anything, but
it's just words pushing the air around.
Yeah, exactly. So
Okay.
I wasn't in a good place mentally or emotionally, so that's why I left the Sioux. I came and lived with you for a year and a half.
Starting the week after Easter 2019 up until this past end of August.
That's right.
And it was, and the decision was you were going to come and live with your brother, your oldest brother, because you wanted to get your life back on track. You wanted to get your emotions in check, your mental health in check, your physicalness back on target, all the things, right?
All the things.
And how would you describe that as a success or a not a success or middling or go on, tell me.
Okay. Well, it didn't take me long to acclimatize back into the Sioux here, but that's just the difference in the air. Let's just say that. I've pretty well kept to myself.
Since you've been back home?
Since I've been back home, I don't have the means to go traveling willy-nilly, so I stay home, and that's what I was doing. I'd have the kids over plenty, and because I was here, so that was good. Got to spend lots of time with my kids, which was nice.
Important.
Because, I missed quite a bit of time with them.
Yes, because
Lincoln's a wild man, like I was at 4 years old, so that's what I'm dealing with.
Right.
That's fun. That's awesome.
So your son is 4, your daughter's 14.
Yes.
And you missed out on quite a bit over the last year and a half.
I would say so. I mean, I still talk to them on the regular, and I did see them throughout that time, but
yes,
not the same as, obviously, seeing them regularly, so.
That's true. So
that's been delightful.
Would you say your time here in Timmins was well worth it? Was it a good idea to come here and move in with your brother and try to get everything back on track?
I absolutely have to agree that it did. It was. For me, anyways. Maybe not for everybody else, but for me, it was.
And if you had to do it all over again to make the decision, would you move to back here to Timmins for the year and a half to get everything on track?
I gotta say, yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah. Okay, so let's take stock of... Well, actually, before we go any further, I'm just going to throw in a promo for another podcast here on the ESO Network before I forget.
Forgive the interruption.
Hi, I'm Mike.
Hey, I'm Kylan. Hey, I'm Eric. And we are
Mighty Marvel Geeks. Mighty Marvel Geeks is your award-winning show about all things Marvel, with news, rumors, commentary, and interviews covering movies, comics, and all points in between.
We'll also have our recommendations on what to pick up each week on New Comic Book Day, as well as a weekly pick from Marvel Unlimited.
Find us online at mightymarvelgeeks.net.
Subscribe to us on iTunes, Stitcher, or wherever you get your favorite podcast. That's Mighty Marvel Geeks. And remember,
we
are Groot.
Wasn't that an awesome promo?
That was awesome.
Okay, so let's take stock of where you are now. You've been home for 2 months. You've got a job. You've got an apartment. You're seeing your kids quite regularly. Tell me all about that. All about your adventures in the last 2 months.
There literally has been 0 adventures.
0 adventures, you say? I
haven't done nothing.
You've done nothing?
Honestly, I haven't been going anywhere other than to the grocery stores.
Okay.
That's it. Really. I don't.
Okay. So, just a couple quick questions for you here. As we were packing you up to move back to the Sioux, we happened to get a vending machine from your old place of employment so that you could start an empire of vending machines all over the Sioux. How has that been going for you?
Well, we've got it moved to the location where it's going to be refurbished and repaired. So that's a start.
That's good. That's good. So how long is that going to take?
I don't know yet.
Okay.
I'm hoping to have it operational come maybe March.
Okay, not bad. Not bad.
I think realistically, but we'll see if I can't push that up ahead of schedule. That's my time frame right now for it.
Okay, good. Let's see what else is going on.
I've been customizing the masks and been
Yes.
doing that quite often.
Right,
And that's
right.
been actually keeping me so busy, which is why I stay home and do nothing, because I'm working on masks mostly. So that's...
Yes, that's true. Let's talk about that. You have a little side project called I Don't Wanna Apparel, because
That's correct.
for years and years, not just you, me as well when I look back in my Facebook memories, but I guess most people often say, I don't wanna. And so you started it. It was every day for years and years. And so you and
I know, I embraced that one.
You did. And so you and your friends started up a little side project to make T-shirts and hats and stuff. You got a
Right.
printing press and a heat press. Is that what it's called?
It's it's a multifunctional T-shirt press. Yes,
With,
it has the methods to make or customize, mugs and hats, plates even,
Plates
as well
even.
as doing the shirts and the hoodies, masks. That's,
Okay.
yeah.
So you have all of that set up. You have the cry-cut machine for the material that goes on the shirts or whatever. And so,
Cricket. It's pronounced cricket.
Oh, it's not cry-cut?
No, I called it cry cut for the longest time, and people had to correct me because it's cricket. It just, yeah.
Okay. I guess
Yeah,
that works.
that's a little trivia for you.
Nice. I'm sure I can put that in my back pocket and use it somewhere soon.
Yeah.
I'll bet. So you started making a bunch of this stuff before you left. You've been advertising it all over Facebook and Instagram and everywhere else. And
Yeah.
so now, because we're in the middle of a pandemic and everybody need masks, you have been making all kinds of geek-centric and other types of masks.
Yes, that's right. I have been, and they're all been custom orders. The first few that I made, those were just the ones that I decided to start making. And then I had a whole bunch of custom orders roll in the last month, I would say month and a half.
And that's keeping you busy.
Oh, very busy, actually. I've got a nice regular customer base right now, and they've been all very satisfied with my work so far, so that's a good thing, and I enjoy doing it. So the busier I am, the better it is for me. You know?
I do know. And after the cost of materials, are you actually making a little bit of extra money to put away?
Well, I probably can start that now. I had to, I was buying the 5 packs of the masks at Walmart. And, those were $12 a pack, right? So, but just this past week, we went on the old Amazon and ordered a box of 50 of these masks for the low price of $50.
Okay, so $1 a mask.
$1 a mask. So that's in my inventory now, and now that I have a little overstock is when I can hopefully start breaking even at least a little bit more and work my way up.
Well, that'll be good. That'll be good because you gotta build your base, and then you make the profit after you get good.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Now, another thing that our listeners are well aware of, we did an episode before you left all about you taking an online course to be a life coach.
That's correct.
That was a 12-week course that you started here and finished over there.
That's right.
And that's been about, I guess, a month since you finished the course. What's been the result of that?
Well, I'm happy to report that it wasn't a complete waste of time or money. I have to say it was enlightening, and it was something that I also needed. So it was a nice thing to go through. And lo and behold, I finished the 12 weeks. We had a little graduation, like the last
Session?
Yeah. At the end of it was a little, yay, good for us thing, and blah, blah, blah. So that happened, and about a week later, I received my certificate. So I am now a certified life coach.
From CoachHeroes.com.
Well, that's who sponsored the course, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now, because of that, I do have the option of actually working through their platform, or I could just promote and do it myself for myself.
And have you done anything yet?
Honestly, with the schedule that I've had currently, there's been very little time to actually get any progress there, but it's still a priority of mine.
Yes.
So I'm going to use what I've been given, which is obviously a certificate, which means it's official. You can call me a life coach. The Coull coach is in town, brother.
Yes, sir. You got it. So let's move on to why your schedule is so busy. Apparently, you're working for the man. As everyone knows, you hate authority. You hate working for a company. However, you have bills to pay, and masks don't pay the bills. So
not yet. They don't. Exactly.
What are you doing for a living there, brother?
Oh well, I'm working in the warehouse of Leon's, moving the heavy furniture and appliances all day long, building up those muscles that I haven't used for the last couple of years. You know.
Right, because when you were living here, you had a short stint working in the back room of Value Village, and then for the last year, you just drove cab.
Yeah. So driving cab and, sitting for 12, 14 hours a day.
Eating Wendy's.
Yeah. Not good.
Coffee, cigarettes, and Wendy's.
Coffee, cigarettes, and Wendy's, yeah.
So that wasn't the healthiest choice.
It wasn't. It was not. So I had to change that. So that was...
Let's do some physical labor, you said.
Yeah. I didn't wanna. Surprise. But the job was bestowed upon me, and like a shining knight,
you couldn't turn that up.
I couldn't. Yeah, exactly. I couldn't turn it away if I tried. So that's what happened. The schedule, 5 days a week,
full-time job,
8-hour shifts, full-time. Here's the funny thing, though.
Tell me.
So during the process of getting this job, I was asked how I feel about working day shift, and I was honest. I was as honest as you could be, and I said, "Listen, mornings and I don't get along very well."
This is true.
Yeah, it's very true. And I said, I have an issue with mornings. I can sometimes get up on time, but I can't promise every day because that's just it's just the way it is.
It's not who you are.
That's who I am. If my morning started at 10 a.m., perfect. I'll be ready to go. This 8 a.m. stuff doesn't work for me. It's reality. That's how it is. So I thought that was going to be enough to say, okay, no one's going to hire this guy. He's never on time. Well, I don't know. I guess I got the luck of the Irish because sure enough, I get invited back and they go, "We did you a favor."
Nice.
And we got you pretty much on steady afternoons with a couple of day shifts here and there. And I'm like, okay, I can live with this. That's all right.
Yeah, so they're giving you noon to 8.
Yes, noon to 8.
And every second weekend, so the other weekends, you have your kids.
Yes, that's right. So I got every other weekend off.
So they pretty much rolled out the red carpet for you.
Yeah, you could say that. Yeah.
It's funny how you have the luck of the Irish, considering you're Scottish.
Well, maybe it's the luck of the Scottish then.
That must be it. You
know
know what they say?
What do they say?
If it's not Scottish, it's crap.
There you go.
Yeah, maybe you don't get that reference. It's before your time.
Sounds about right.
Saturday Night Live, 90s.
Oh, that was during my time.
Yeah, but you were a little boy.
Yeah, I wasn't watching it.
You were not. That's true. Okay, so it sounds like everything's on target. You've got a nice little apartment.
Yep. Can't complain about the apartment. It's decent.
A bedroom for you and a bedroom for each of the kids.
Yep.
You got your computer set up, your mask making area all set up.
Yeah, I got my little office, as I like to call it. I've got a little rack that I can hang my masks on. I got everything all set up just perfectly. My production levels hasn't been so high. So
Your production level has not been high, or it has been?
it hasn't been this high.
Oh,
So
in the before times.
right. Yeah.
So now you're right where you need to be, is what you're saying.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, well that's good.
I have all the power at the end of my fingers, so
That sounds
all right here. It's
sounds
all
fancy.
set up. It's set up the way I like it. It's that's what I needed, my friend.
Excellent. Okay, so you got a job. You're making masks. You're staying busy. You're seeing your kids. You're not showing up late to work.
No, not yet.
All of your bills are being paid.
The bills are being paid.
That's new. That's awesome.
I know.
How does that make you? Do you feel like an adult?
Well, sort of, I guess.
Well, you know what? You're 34 years old, and
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember this, but Mom used to say that age 34 was the best time to be alive. Do you remember that?
I do. Yeah.
And does it feel like the best time that you've ever lived? Are you right where you need to be?
I have to say, I believe it to be
Good.
as such, because what else is there, right?
I don't know. I don't know what else there is.
Yeah. So, is it the right path? I guess it is the right path.
It's the only path you know, so it has to be the right one.
Exactly.
Okay.
And
so
do you think I even know what my next step is?
That's what I was just going to ask you. I was just going to ask you, what's your next step? Maybe getting a car?
We're still a ways off from that, realistically. So,
Okay. How are you finding it to get around town? What are you doing? Are people picking you up? Or are you just walking to wherever you're going?
if anything was within walking distance, that would be nice, but it's not. Friends of mine have been gracious enough to pick me up upon request
Okay,
if
right
they're
on.
free, you know.
Mhm,
And
yeah.
I always buy coffee. That's the number one rule.
Well, that's
Coffee's
fair.
always paid for.
Okay, and what about the love life? How's that coming along?
It's not.
So there isn't one.
There isn't one? No.
You're focusing on yourself.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, well that's good. That's good. So you're right where you need to be. The year and a half here in Timmins put you on the right track. You got back to the Sioux, and you're continuing on the right track.
Yeah, we could sum it up that way.
Okay, well that's good. I thought our listeners deserved a good, update summary of what's been going on, and I guess you gave it to us. Is there anything that we missed?
Anything we missed? No, not really.
Okay, so if somebody wanted to buy one of your fancy masks, is there like a website or some way that they can get a hold of you?
Absolutely. You can look up I Don't Wanna Apparel on Facebook, and that is facebook.com/I Don't Wanna Shop.
I don't want to shop. That's funny, because you do want them to shop.
Exactly. Yeah. That's
how ironic.
That's the irony behind it, man.
That's clever. And if there's one thing you've always been, it's clever.
I gotta say, that's what the C stands for.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Robin Clever?
Robin Clever.
Nice. Okay. We'll go with that. We'll go with that. All right. So, Brother Robin, thanks for sharing your story. Thanks for the updates. We definitely appreciate it.
Thank you for having me on the illustrious Soul Forge podcast.
Hey, anytime. Always glad to have you here. Listeners, hope you enjoyed the story. Thanks for coming by. Don't forget, you can go to soulforgepodcast.com for all of our social media links, the support button, all the archives, and all the different things. But have a great day. Take care. And remember, don't ever answer your phone on the way home. Someone wants you to stop at the store. Thank you for listening to another episode of the Soul Forge podcast. Your support is greatly appreciated, and we hope you'll tune in again next time. Remember that you can visit soulforgepodcast.com for all of our social media links, and don't forget to share the show with everyone you know. The Soul Forge podcast is your best source for living your best life.
Think about it. say 1 kilt, 1 Loch Ness Monster, and 1 bottle of Bell Scotch whiskey. That comes to $222.27, please.
There you go.
Great,
Thank you very much.
Thank
Great
you.
store, by the way. You just sell Scottish things here?
That's right, all things Scottish. Our slogan is, if it's no Scottish, it's crap! Help yourself to a piece of haggis.
Thanks very much.
There you go. All righty. Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Welcome to All Things Scottish. If it's no Scottish, it's crap! Can I help you?
Well, yeah, look, it's a shot in the dark, but I was wondering, do you have these coasters? They're plaid, and they have Jackie Stewart's head on them.
Box of 6 or 12?
12!
All righty.
That's great!
There you go, $17, please.
$17, okay. Listen, I love the way you talk.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yeah. Okay, thanks a lot. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh, it's a bad breed nicked to nicked.
It sure is.
Oh, yeah.
All righty.
Bye.
Bye-bye now. You're late! Get your kilt on!
Dad, I'm not wearing a stupid kilt.
Oh, you'll wear it, you'll get a kick in the face, you little bastard!
Dad, we live in America, no. No one else wears kilts.
I know no one else wears kilts, but then no one else is Scottish either. You'll wear it and you'll like it.
I know.
I'll kill you, son.
I know.
Oh, you're a dead man now, you bastard.
Oh, you make me laugh, wee man.
That's it. Say goodbye to life.
Your mum wouldn't make me wear a stupid kilt.
Oh, don't bring up your mother. No fair bastard. I love you. I love you, son.
I love you.
I love you. It hurts. It hurts.
I'm sorry. I'll wear the kilt.
Bringing up your mother like that. You know, I get so emotional. It hurts. All righty. Look, we've got a shipment of Sean Connery's autobiography. Would you mind displaying them, please? And, by the way, where were you?
Golfing.
Magic. Lovely.
Welcome to All Things Scottish. My name's Angus. Can I help you?
Sure, Angus. I'd like to get something Scottish for my dad, like a little leprechaun.
A leprechaun? Well, leprechauns are in fact Irish.
Oh, Irish-Scottish is the same thing.
Oh, it's the same thing, is it? Have a look at the map. There's Scotland, there's Ireland, there's the bloody sea. They're different now. Get out! Get out! Get out, Mrs. Nooker. Read the map. Get out!
Dad, I hate it when you shoot at the customers like that. Besides, she was cute.
Listen, Jimmy, you've not got time to go gallivanting with every cheap dolly girl that comes into this store. Knock on wood. If anything should happen to me, you've got to take over this store.
Dad, I don't want to take over the shop.
What?
Dad, I said I don't want to take over the store.
You've just committed patricide, son.
Dad, don't be so dramatic.
Stick me in a longboat, set it ablaze, push me out to sea.
Dad, we've been in America for 10 years. Everything's so bloody Scottish. We should sell something American.
Oh, I like what?
Pizza.
Pizza, that's Italian.
It's what Americans ate. Not blood sausage or suet pie, you tube. It's like all of Scottish cuisine's based on a dare.
You're starting to get insulting, son.
Well, maybe you deserve to be insulted.
Well, maybe you deserve to be put through a plate glass window.
Shame on you talking like that. You'd never be talking like that if Mum was around.
Oh, don't bring up your mother, bastard. I love you. I love you.
I love you, Dad.
I love you. It hurts. It hurts.
Oh, no, it hurts. It hurts me too.
I love you.
I love you.
Okay, we'll add pizza.
Great, Dad.
All things Scottish and pizza. All right, hold on here, just so we're clear, all right? We serve pizza, you take over the store.
That's right.
Magic.
And I don't have to wear the kilt.
Oh, you're a sneaky, slimy bastard.
And you're a stupid old man.
That's it! Pick a window to go through. Come on now.
Look at you! You wee head's about to bask like a tomato.
Oh, I'm gonna rip off your head and spit in your neck.
Tell that to Mum.
Oh, I love you!
Love you too!
I love you!
This has been a broadcast of the ESO Network. Be part of the crew and help support our shows by donating to our ESO Patreon or by shopping at the TeePublic store, which can all be found at www.esonetwork.com. The ESO Network, your station for all things geek.